Watch me rise, watch me claim it. I'm the moon and I'm the flame. Unapologetically badass, no more playing the game.
Welcome to Unapologetically Badass, the podcast for women over 40 who are done dimming their light. I'm your host, Renee Carbone-Fleming, coach, queen, and master of the midlife glow up. Solo chats, epic guests, no filter. Let's freaking go. Hey, everyone. Welcome again to the Unapologetically Badass podcast. I am so fucking excited about today's guest. We are talking humanity meets hustle. Heather Roberts on building brands that the world can feel. Heather, the pregame, if people were listening to the pregame, I literally am jumping through the screen wanting to hug you. Hi, honey.
Same. Hi, this is magical. You know, we have to tell everybody where we met because this is the coolest thing ever.
We met on TikTok. I mean,
and we probably live what, a half an hour from each other,
right?
What are the odds of that?
It's so crazy. We were like, oh my God, we have so much in common. Like we are already planning on when we're getting together for lunch or dinner because cocktails are calling us for sure.
Amen.
But you know, that's the thing about social media. When you see something and you're like, oh, you know what? I vibe. I get that. Like, I like this personality. I like this vibe. And that's what social media can do. And then it's like, oh, what is she selling? What does she have? How can I help her? Why don't we get her on the podcast? Like, this would be great. And so I'm thrilled that you're here. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me. I mean, I think it's just a testament to like energy, like the way energy works, right? Like people can feel your energy and it's even transmittable online. So one of the things I just think is interesting that we should probably, I want to mention to your viewers is that like Renee and I are the same age. And we talked about the fact that we don't want to, like, women our age don't really want to be doing this. We don't want to be putting ourselves out there. We don't want to be, divulging everything, but it's necessary if you're going to do something worthwhile that you need other people to participate with. You have to step it up and do it.
You have to. The level of authenticity, people can see it. They can see through the bullshit. And if you're authentic online, they're like, I love you. We were even saying there's plenty of people that are like, not my cup of tea. That's okay. Swipe. It's all good. I don't give a shit. That's fine. I'm not everyone's cup of tea, but let's go back. So let's tell them who the hell you are and what do you do? Like,
okay. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. I always forget the baseline stuff because I just,
I know.
My name's Heather. I've been an entrepreneur since I was about 4 years old. That's what you were going to ask me in the pregame. And you were like, hold it for now. Yep. It's funny. My husband likes to say that when I came out, I slapped the doctor instead of the other way around. That's how he sets it up, because I'm kind of like, very A-type, but I think many women are, right? But I helped build like a little internet company in 2000 called autotrader.com. And I worked there and helped get that off the ground.
Oh, a little company. Autotrader.com
that it was little when I started. It was like I was, employee number maybe 100. Wow. But I got the experience to kind of see how the world changes with technology. And that is really kind of exciting. Like when we would start to, I'm so sorry if I'm freezing. Okay, sorry. When we would start like trying to sell in 2000 internet advertising to car dealers, they would say stuff to us like, the internet, that's going away. We're not going to have that anymore. One car dealer was like, that's the devil. Like, we cannot have that in our dealership. And I was like, oh my God, this is so interesting. But we're kind of seeing that with AI now. It's like the same type of advancement. So it's interesting because the opportunities are the same.
Yeah, for sure. So you went from Auto Trader to...
I left Auto Trader and I bought a real estate luxury magazine. So it was like advertising. So it was like I went from car advertising to real estate advertising. Okay. And then that was pretty successful. I ended up starting a PR and marketing company as like a side thing that was going on while I had the magazine. I had these like rock stars show up in my house. I had Def Leppard's guitarist, a Pink's drummer, and Pink's bassist in my backyard. I was having a fundraiser and one of them was like, we need help. We need a publicist. And I was like, well, you're a rock star, so go hire a publicist. And he was like, I want to hire you. And I'm like, I'm not a publicist. And he was like, I'll be your first client. Okay. And so then I had a company. And then we started working for Harvard, and like we did, it's sales, like PR sales, right? So I was just doing sales for him. Okay. Then in 2017, I started having seizures, just like falling down, having seizures. Everybody thought I was having strokes. I went to 16 neurologists in Boston. They all told me I was crazy. I said, yes, but also there's something wrong with me. So we find out what that is. And it took 10 months. I was in bed. I couldn't make meals. I couldn't do laundry. I couldn't be a mother to these 6 kids. And I was like, there's such a delta in the world between like people who can afford to hire help when the shit hits the fan and people who have to go on government assistance when the shit hits the fan, that there's nothing for the people in between to help them. And like, that's a problem. And I want to solve that problem. And also, there's nothing healthy on the market for me to help with my headaches that I was having and everything that was going on. And so I was like, what if I create something better for you and I give the profits back to moms in crisis? Then I might actually have something that could help people in more than one way. And that's how Mom Bomb was born. And I didn't really know like how I was going to support myself or if I was going to be able to get investors or anything. I just started.
Wow. So tell us what Mom Bomb is.
Yeah. So it's an all natural bath and shower product company. So what I'll to make it real easy so everybody understands, when you go into the supermarket and you look, Dr. Teal's is everywhere. That's the biggest bath and shower brand now in the country. And it's made with all endocrine disrupting garbage in it. And it kind of markets itself as being clean and made by a doctor. And it's just not true. And anything that you could compare to buy in the store is about 3 times the amount, which doesn't help anybody.
Right.
So I was like, well, if I take out all the layers of manipulation and greed in the CPG industry and I do it right, maybe I could give people a better product for a reasonable price.
What a shocker.
What?
Like,
but people don't think like that. Well, and Renee, you just told me you were a category manager.
Yeah.
Who thinks like that? Who thinks like that? Nobody.
Nope, for sure. So how long have you had Mom Bomb?
So we started in 2017, like right after about 10 months after I got sick. And I started with one product and I got us into Wegmans. And then we didn't sell because it was a $30 box of bath bombs that nobody's buying at Wegmans, but I didn't know that. And the buyers were so nice. They're like, we love you. We love your story. We'll bring you in. I was like, oh my God, I won. And then the next 8 years are like my character building years because retail is like, what did I do? Why did I just, what, I can't undo this now, you know? So it's just been learning the industry and learning, how does distribution work and how does it work with retail and how long do I have to have this money tied up in inventory and how do I get new customers? And I've just had to learn it all from the beginning. So I spent the past 8 years as like a student of the industry. And now in the beginning of 2025, I realized, okay, we're ready to scale. I hired a team and they all work for equity because they know we have no money. So they're all my partners. So these are like subject matter experts, like my product formulator. She works for Estee Lauder during the day as a chemist and she moonlights for me at night. My creative director created Flow from Progressive and worked for Havas, the biggest advertising agency in the world. Like these are the top of the top because they see what we're doing and they're like, we want in. So we'll work when we can. We'll bring this company to where it needs to be and we will all share in the upside.
That is phenomenal. That is phenomenal.
That's alignment, right?
Right. It's alignment. But you did this. You pivoted into something after the age of.
Oh, I was 40. Yeah. I mean, like 2017. So I'm 51, going to be 52. So do the math, 45.
I mean, that's what I love. And that's why I created this podcast, because I want women to see themselves in other women, that it's never too late. It's never too wrong. It's never like, there's so many women that go like, I can't do it because, well, yes, you can. Yes, you can. If we can do it, we're regular people. We're moms. You had a passion for something and you're like, I don't know it. I've never done this before, but I'm going to figure it out.
Because it's all figure outable. And
I use that all the time. It's all figure outable.
It is. And if you just like think about it this way, this is how I want everybody who's listening to this, I want you to think about it this way. trust your future self to be able to handle whatever comes up. If you trust that your future, so you don't know all the variables. I don't know all the ways the shit's going to hit the fan, but I know it's going to hit the fan, right? But I also know that I have the confidence to figure it out when it happens. That makes today less scary.
You are speaking my language. I have goosebumps. I'm like, this is my person. I love finding my people. This is so much fun.
Well, because it's few and far between, because in the corporate world, you have to think
Yeah.
about it. Everybody, you have to be somewhat brainwashed and willing to work in a system to survive in a corporate environment where humans aren't meant for that. And so my thought process is, if I do this right and I build a company that actually restores people instead of depletes them, then I really create that full circle effect that we're trying to do. So it doesn't just affect my customers and my retailers, it actually affects my employees. It affects everybody.
Right. So the products that you have, the mom bombs, you said they're for shower and bath.
Shower and bath. So they
And
we
what
have
do they do?
use. So we have bath bombs that when you put them in the bath, they're filled with magnesium and they're filled with potassium and things that help restore your body. So we're all deficient in magnesium.
Yeah.
So just even soaking in a salt bath is very helpful for you. But also if you do any kind of workout, you always want to replete your magnesium. So we have bath bombs, and they can also be used as shower steamers. So you can put them in the shower, you put them on a shelf, and it will create like a steam shower that's like aromatherapy in the shower. So that's one of two ways. But we also have just competitors to Dr. Teal's that are cheaper and natural. So you can see us on the shelves. We're in Big Y, we're in Giant Foods, we're in like about 1,000 supermarkets already, and we're sitting right on the shelves next to Dr. Teal's, and we're outselling them.
Heather, I am so excited for you. This is huge.
It took 8 years. I mean, like literally, that's what I need people to understand. It's like 8 years of the world trying to kill me, tell me that I'm crazy, take all my money. I was telling Renee, I'll tell everybody this, like my lights got turned off earlier in the year because I couldn't pay the bill. Like building retail is not for the week, but it's, if I had to sell my house and move in with my mother, I'm willing to do that because I am going to succeed. And that's what it takes. You just have to say, whatever the world gives me is okay.
Yep, absolutely. I love your grit and tenacity. That's really what it takes to be successful. If if you're willing to work hard for it, it's like it's done. It's done. You're going to succeed.
You just have to be able to mentally get yourself there to say, I don't see it today, but I know it's coming. I know it's coming. And you have to believe that. And even when you don't believe it and the lights are getting turned off, you have to find a way to believe it. And if it means you have to call Renee or you have to call Heather or you have to call whoever's in your life that's going to remind you that you can do it, that's what we're here for.
Absolutely. And that's the thing when it comes to building a business, is knowing that if you have this fire, if you feel it, because building a business, I feel like I was meant to help inspire women, empower women so that they can feel that they can do whatever the fuck they want. No excuses, no whatever, right? That is my calling. I know that that's what I'm supposed to do, right? It may take time. We're going to go through ups and downs. There's a lot of ups and downs, right? But I truly feel like, for me, I believe in God. So God puts me through things in order to get me to where I'm meant to be. So, but too many women, especially, give up when the going gets tough. And it's like, there's a book, 3 Feet from Gold. Have you ever read that?
No, but I can conceptualize how, yes, that if you just do that, you'll hit it, right?
3 more feet, like 3 more feet, you're almost there. And so many people give up at that 1 to 2 feet. You don't know where you're going to be. So like you said, okay, the lights went off, right? So what are you going to do? There's plenty of clients that I say, okay, well, don't quit your full-time job. Go work part-time at Starbucks. Do what you need to do in order to pay your bills, in order to survive, while living the purpose that you have, right? And I especially like, even though this podcast is for, I women over 40, that's like my audience, but this is such a strong lesson for kids, for teenagers, because find themselves doing what they think society or family wants them to do, or go down the path that they feel they should be doing, versus following what's calling inside them, and I just want people to know that listen to that, because you're meant to do something great.
Well, and I think for the kids, and this is some of the stuff that I'm sure you talk to your kids about, and I talk to my kids about, is like, the world is trying to beat the originality and the spirit out of you. It's
Mhm.
been set up to program you to think certain ways, and part of that is making you feel that you need the systems around you,
Yeah.
but you don't need them. And in
Yeah.
fact, they'd be better off if we weren't, if we could break them.
Yeah.
So like they have to start thinking about how they view themselves, because we all have more power than we realize. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the thing. And I wish, Renee, like I hope some younger women watch this podcast, because I'm listening to you talking. I'm like, I wish I had a Renee in my life when I was 26 years old. That's when I started at Auto Trader. I was 26 years old,
Yeah.
and I was told, build a sales team to sell internet advertising to car dealers. Okay.
Right. Right. Yep.
Like I
That's it.
would
That's
cry.
what I wrote a book, Unapologetically Badass, Fuck the Rules, Wear the Crown. Right? I didn't write it, and I just did an event, and I did a keynote on this. It was an in-person event. Next one, I mean, you're totally coming, you're going to speak. But it was so amazing. But what I shared, I didn't write the book for, best-selling author, like none of that. Nobody was clamoring, going, Renee, tell me your story, and then right? No, but I felt like it was the right time, and I wrote the book that kind of shared different stories, different things in my life that happened that made me reflect and go, okay, how can we all have shit. We all go through shit in life. No one's coming out of this unscathed, right? But it's what we learn from it, and how do we grow from it, right? And what do we do different? So all of these things. So I shared it going, if I spoke to one person, if one woman reads this and goes, if this crazy bitch can do it, she went through this, maybe I can too. So that was the purpose of it. So that's why I put it out there, not to, air dirty laundry or anything like that. But it's crazy. You and I touched base a little bit about estrangement too. And that's something that, for a while, obviously I kept that very close to my chest. It's an embarrassment. I felt like I was less than, I was terrible mom, like the whole thing, right? Beat myself up. When I shared it once, accidentally, authentically online, the amount of women that reached out to me and said, me too. Oh my God, I haven't talked to my son. And I was just blown away in sadness, but comfort, knowing that we're not alone. So that's why I think we share.
And
You can fire yourself. No one else can.
Yeah, quick
exactly.
crown check,
That's what I
queen.
meant.
If you're vibing
And
with this
I can only
episode,
fire
you're
myself.
exactly the type of
And
badass I
there's-
built my empire
there's
for.
strength in
Whether
that.
you're building your fuck
I
it
just
fund,
think
launching
that,
your brand, craving a midlife reinvention, or just want to look and feel like
with
a
all the
million
social
freaking bucks,
media
I've
and
got you.
YouTube
From merch
and
that speaks your truth
find
to
something you love
digital
to do
tools,
and
coaching, and
create
yes,
it. You
even collagen that slaps. I serve the sass, the strategy, and the sparkle to help women over 40 take up space and cash checks doing what they love. Head on over to reneecarbonefleming.com or tap the link in the show notes. Pick your flavor of badass, and let's turn your midlife into your power era.
And I have goosebumps for you saying that, because it's sometimes the scariest things that we talk about are the ones that are that help us find our people.
Yeah.
And I can't tell anybody how powerful that is. And I'm not saying like, air something that you're not ready to air,
Right.
but that happened to me last week. There's a CPG Slack group, and it became very obvious that they don't care about the founders. We're used to monetize so that the people who run the group can make money. Fine, whatever. It is what it is. But I called it out, and I got so many private emails from people and invitations to things because other people had the same experience, but they were too nervous to say anything because they thought that they would ruin their reputation. I don't care about ruining my reputation because my reputation will speak for itself eventually one day. If you misunderstand me today, I don't care. But a lot of people don't have that, like, I almost call it like postmenopausal don't give a fuck attitude.
I think that's probably what I'm. Yeah, I can't say I think I'm in that stage. I just literally, it's such a freeing thing. It is wonderful. I embrace it. I just have a fuck it.
Right. Because what are you going to do? Like, what are you going to do? It's the truth. If it's the truth and it's based in truth,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if you don't like it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolute. The end. Oh my God. So where do people buy mom bombs besides in the stores? You have an online store too?
We do. You can go to just no W's mombomb.shop. And we're having actually a little Halloween sale. My creative director, he did the cutest campaign for us. It's for when life's a witch.
When life's a witch. That's really cute. Oh my God, that's really cute. Oh, I can't wait to try these. I don't do baths anymore, but
I'll bring you
showers.
shower steamers. Oh my gosh. Yes,
Totally,
wait till I
yes.
see you.
I'm totally gonna use shower steamers. I'm really
Yes, I'll
excited
bring
to
you
get
a big box when I see you. So, and we're gonna have an event. We're having our first Mother's Day fundraiser. So I would like to invite you to come and speak.
Oh,
So we have to figure that out too.
yes. Oh, I would love to. I'd be honored to. Yes.
So
Oh my
excited.
God. There's so much that you and I are going to do together. I just like, I want to scream, Mom bomb, everyone grab your mom bombs. Right?
See, well, that's it. It's just nice to have like a sister that lives down the road now, 30 minutes away, that to have somebody, because you feel crazy when you get to this stage in life. If you don't have a village and a like somebody like Renee, you feel like you're insane because you're like, I see the world so clearly. What is wrong with everyone else?
Well, exactly. And, being an entrepreneur can be very lonely. I mean, granted, we have teams, we can talk to people, employees, different, relationship. And when we're like, okay, I am 3 feet from poverty, but yet it looks like it's all shiny and wonderful and sparkly on the outside. And you're like, what am I doing? We all go through that. That's right. That's just our nature, but it's how we
Poverty.
right at any point in time. It's 3 feet from gold, 3 feet from poverty. I'm like, which day and then something happens because we didn't give up and we're like, oh no,
it's almost like you don't expect to win. It's like, I'm winning. I won. Something went well.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Okay. Well, and then you're like, wait.
It's the craziest thing, but you're right. Having community, having people that go through the same stuff is so important to be able to rely on. I just did I don't know if you saw, this is like so crazy, but I was on the billboard in Times Square. Did you see that?
No, I have to go look.
I was on the NASDAQ billboard, Heather. Me, fucking Renee, right? And so it was the craziest, most wonderful business thing, like, career-wise, that I have felt and accomplished. And I took my boyfriend, I took my daughter Brianna and her husband, and we had the weekend in New York, but my daughter got to see mom on the NASDAQ billboard, and it was so special. So her and I have pictures together, all that stuff. But the crazy thing is like you have moments like that, and then you have like, God, I haven't bought socks in how long? Because I don't want to waste my money on new socks. This literally just happened. I'm pulling socks out of the drawer going, I probably had these when I was pregnant with Brianna. And I'm going, no, I'm reinvesting in my business. Like,
because you have to make these choices, right? That you never think, but also like, if you think about like metaphysically, you think like life isn't linear. Like if you can get your mind around the fact that like time isn't linear, like we are living all these lifetimes at once. So like you being on a billboard and not wanting to spend money on socks definitely can both exist at the same time, because when you look at your life over the long, at the end, right? When we look back, you realize all of those things are true about you.
Yeah.
at some point, you
Yep.
know?
And I think that's probably a lot to do with my upbringing. We didn't come from anything. So any like thing, it's like, oh, I'm gonna keep it close to
You
my
want to
chest.
spend money on
Yeah.
socks? That seems like frivolous. Yeah.
Right, exactly. But I'm like, oh, Christian Louboutin, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, sure. I'm gonna go wait, like, priorities for sure.
Listen, I get it. I get it. It's
Yeah.
funny. Well, the other thing is too, Renee, I don't know if any of your viewers are ever interested because we're in New England. I would be willing if you wanted to, maybe we do like once a month, like office hours where we could help other entrepreneurs and we could just come online. Anybody who wanted to join us, we could help them.
Oh, I love that. I love that. There's so much we are going to brainstorm. Stay tuned, my friends, because Heather and I are going to be kicking some serious ass and helping other women. That's the thing is like, it fuels our soul. Like I knew that immediately from you. That's why you created Mom Bomb is because you want to help other moms.
Because we're going to do it together. We're all going to do it together. It's like, they say that rising tide lifts all boats. That's the way life should be.
Absolutely. And it's great that, we show the younger generation that that's the path that you want it. That's the path to success is by bringing a whole lot of other people along with you.
Funny that you say that because I got this way because of my kids. My daughter, I will never forget sitting on the couch talking to her about something that she was doing. And I go, oh my God, Maddie, you would be so great. You should make a business out of that. And she goes, Mom, why do you have to try to monetize everything? Can't I just do something for the spirit of fun? And I was like, well, I don't know. I've never considered that. Like it never crossed my mind. But now that you mention it,
I can't believe you just said that. I'm so with you. I literally posted on my story last night. Here's me. I watched Golden Bachelor because of course I love it, right? Do you watch that?
clips. I see clips.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I watched that and afterwards, and I'm still like, I've got my laptop always on the couch and like I have an idea. Oh, and then I'm on there and I'm doing some work, right? And then I did a snapshot because I'm watching Shark Tank. And I literally I look at my life and people have asked me, what do you do what is your hobby? And I'm like, learn more about businesses, grow more businesses.
It's like,
Create more streams of income. That's my hobby. Like I love it.
I know. And then you realize how imbalanced you are when your kid says something like that to you. You're like, wait a
Yeah.
minute. I think I missed the plot.
Yeah.
I totally missed the plot. I
Right.
gotta figure this out before I get too old and they hate me forever.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The funny thing when I was going through, post-divorce and I was in the dating world, right? Went on dating apps and all of these guys like hobbies up, like you could just the scroll, right? And I'm going, who the fuck has time for all this stuff? And they're like, I do this. And they're like, what do you do? I'm like, I'm a mom. I'm present. I live in the van because we basically go from, I bring a cooler of food to dance lessons, to soccer, like, that's what I do. What do you mean? Like skiing? What? Who the hell is that skiing?
Their wives are worried about, their ex-wives are worried about everything.
1000%. So I'm still in that trap of like, I can't say it, I don't allow myself to take time to do other things because I'm so passionate about doing all the things that I am doing. To me, it's like, it's fun. It's not work, right? Like what you're doing, it's fun. Meeting people, connecting with people, telling people about what you do. It's not work. There's heavy parts to our jobs, that is work, and like you were just in and working at CVS, weren't you?
Oh, yes, I was. I was there for 2 days. I got to go back to corporate America, which was enlightening.
Yeah.
And yes, I mean, I had a ball, but I don't think I could. I don't think I could do that every day. But yes,
What
it was
was
amazing.
this? What
It was
was it that you were like, I went,
So WeBank is like women business. It's short for something, but you have to register to be part of WeBank. But what I learned about WeBank is they really do support women, and they have helped get me into all kinds of programs. So WeBank connected me with CVS, who had a supplier diversity program that they were doing, and they reconfigured it this year where they only were bringing in local businesses. And because it's in Rhode Island and I happen to be in Massachusetts, I was invited. And they basically told us, like, how do you do business with CVS? And then they helped us with like entrepreneurial things, which were, depending on where you are.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But it was a great experience. I mean, like, the people I met were amazing. Like, I know we'll do business with CVS at some point. Like, it was amazing. So
Listen to you. Can you just like repeat that? I know we're going to be doing business with CVS at some point.
right.
I
Right. Like,
love that.
I forget because in my mind it's already done.
Right. Exactly. I doing a training. We were talking a little bit about AI, and that's the thing that I love AI for, is like it's already done. I create photos, videos, it with AI. It's my AI twin. It's not me. Where like I don't claim to, trick anyone. There's no, what was that, catfish? I'm not catfishing anyone. Obviously that's a better damn version looking of me, right? But I use that as manifestation opportunities, right? There's me on the private jet. There's me in Paris. There's me, right? Like those things, you go like, this is my future self,
That's it.
right? And
That's
so
it.
you already said, I'm in CVS. And how many stores CVS? I mean, thousands.
9,000 stores.
9,000 stores.
I mean,
Yeah. And where do you distribute out of? And is it created in the US? Is it
yeah, everything's manufactured in the US, all natural ingredients. And in retailers, we're distributed throughout the country. Actually, we're going to be in 109 Fred Meyers on the West Coast for the holidays. We have these big shippers, but we're in a Fresh Time. I think we'll be in hopefully Sprouts soon, which is a pretty big one. Like Giant Foods, locally, Big Y, Price Chopper, soon to be Stop and Shop. Just little by little, little by little.
That is fantastic. That was my world years ago.
I can't believe it.
Yep, that was my world. Director of purchasing, semi-national distributor. Shaw's, Giant Food, like
I can't believe this. I can't.
those were all our customers. It's like so funny.
It's so crazy because, like, as far as a business coach goes, I wonder who the best business coach for me in the world would be. I don't know. I don't know who that would be.
People put people into each other's paths.
How is that even possible? Like, we found
Right?
each other on TikTok, but you actually work in the industry that I work in, but you're a business mentor for women my age. It just is weird. Like, it's like
Really, it really is. I mean, when people say, there's greater powers.
this is an example of that.
This is an example of that. Yeah.
And energy, and like, if you resonate with what we're saying, you need to talk to Renee, because like, this energy is real.
It is. And I'm thrilled. And women, who listen to this are, of course, very supportive. So please go follow. How do they follow you? How do they?
They could find me on TikTok. We have Mom Bombas on TikTok, but also my handle is Tired as a Mother. So you can find me on TikTok. I have a Substack called Beyond the Bubble Bath, where I write every week about growing a CPG company, screaming into the void. It's entertaining, I hope.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. So that's it.
And that's the thing. It's so funny because we like put these things out there and going, okay, we got 12 views.
That's literally it. I've been writing for a year and I have 100 subscribers, and I feel like that's but then you think about it, if 100 people showed up, that's a lot of people.
Absolutely. If you walk into a room and you had 100 eyes on you, you'd be like, I am the mom bomb, right? And so
you have to start somewhere. Like, that's what people forget, is like, everybody wants to be at the end where they're ringing the bell, but like, you don't realize that in order to get there, you have to start with one person following you. You have to start with 2 people following you. And it seems so embarrassing and like, oh my God, why am I doing this? People are looking at me and saying, what does she think she's doing? And we all know that's happening, but it doesn't matter because those people aren't paying our bills.
Right. Absolutely. Touche. And we were saying before too, is I had said to you that with me following you, obviously I see more of your posts and I like them, but I felt like, and I also had this conversation with another person that I follow, if I like everything that I see, I felt like I might be borderline stalker. So we just want to put that to bed and put it out there that whoever is here listening and sees Heather Tired as a Mom on TikTok,
please stalk me.
Please
Jeez.
stalk, like, comment, share, do all the things. We'll love on you. You're not a stalker, you're a supporter. And as small business owners, we need that. Like, that's the free way of supporting another woman who's trying to build her business. It's free. Takes nothing. Just a little boop. Yep.
This is amazing. Renee, thank you for this opportunity. This has just been
Oh,
beautiful.
my pleasure. My pleasure. I'm so glad that you were able to come on. I'm so glad that the universe connected us. And yeah, and we'll be brainstorming to come up with some new ideas to help support entrepreneurs and moms. And I see a whole lot. I'm already like, my brain is going. That's how,
Viral. I'm
right?
with you.
I'm like, all right, we're going to hit and record so then we can go like, okay, now what are we doing? When are we getting together?
What are you doing right now?
I
Like,
know.
I'm going to get in the car.
I know. That's kind of like, I'm like, I want to get this going. And that's the thing about being an entrepreneur and being a woman over 50 is going like, we still have so much time left. Let's do it. There's no, like, the fire is here. If somebody has an idea, go for it, right? Go for it.
And to your point, I have goosebumps again. Like when we band together at our age with this energy, having been through like Gen X, what we've all been through, like we all had the same childhood. It was pretty fucked up.
Yep.
We all had the same things, right? Like now's the time for us to be like, okay, let's band together and break the system that tried to keep us down because we
Yep.
can.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Well, I love you already. I can't wait to see what's next for you. I am cheering for you. I am going to mom bomb it on social media so that we can get it out there for sure. So thank you very much for your time. Everyone, please go follow Heather, Tired as a Mother on, right? Tired as a Mother?
Tired as a mother.
On TikTok, and go buy those damn mom bombs. You're going to love it. Give them as gifts there. You're supporting a mom who is just absolutely fucking fantastic. So love you all. Stay tuned for the next Unapologetically Badass podcast. And can you imagine if we were actually drinking during this podcast?
Oh my God. Like Kathy Lee and Hoda? No.
I know this is, wait. I think we're going to have to do some that are going to be like us drinking. That's
you
good.
don't have to ask me twice.
So,
Yes.
yep.
Fine.
All right. Stay tuned, people, because Heather and I are going to get shit-faced on camera and you're going to be laughing your ass off. So it's all good. All right. Have a good one, all. Well, that's a wrap for today, Queen. But don't just walk away inspired, walk away activated. If this episode lit a fire under your fabulous ass, hit that follow button, leave a review, and share it with your fiercest ride or die. Your support helps this podcast reach even more women who are ready to reclaim their power. And hey, if you're ready to look, feel, and earn like $1 million freaking bucks, I've got an entire badass empire waiting for you. From confidence boosting merch to brand strategy, coaching, collagen content, and everything in between, head on over to reneecarbonefleming.com or tap the link in the show notes. Pick your flavor of badass and let's turn midlife into your power era. Stay bold, stay unapologetic, and wear the damn crown.